otherwise known as RBR Percy, mate. And today we are racing at Monaco, the Impreza Racing League, round 6. Yeah, round 6 at Monaco. Last week we raced at Spain and we saw I Am Zach take the checkered flag and win. We also had Brooksy, who finished in P2. Brooksy started on pole. Brooksy managed most of the race in first, unfortunately getting a drive-through penalty in the last couple of laps. Managed to get himself back up to P2, but that's the best he could do. Today, we'll see the drivers do one-shot qualifying with preset setups, and then do a 50% race. Monaco's going to be a bit of a difficult track for most of the drivers, as they're using preset setups, so most drivers probably going to be very understeery through the quick, fast-flowing technical corners, but through the straights and the slow-speed corners, drivers should be fine. As we just wait for the drivers to sort out their tyres and come on to qualifying, I will ride on board with Brooksy123, as he was our pole sitter from last week. So as you see Brooksy go up the main straight, sitting in P11 at the moment. Taking turn 3, keeping us close to the wall. Turns to turn 5. Brooksy currently sitting in P14. Coming down now to the slowest corner in the F1 calendar. About 50 kilometers an hour you take that corner. Now coming to the tunnel. We're going to see Brooksy go flat out through the tunnel. Maybe get up to about 7th gear. You don't really want to use 8th through here, as it was impede your braking down into the Nerval chicane. Braking at about 100 metres, 75 metres. You can cut that curb on the exit very nicely. Now coming through to the final part of the track, Brooksy clipping the wall a bit, which is going to cost him a bit of time. Sitting in P5 at the moment, Brooksy. Now coming up to Rascas, the final part of the track, wanting to keep it as close as you can to the walls for the best entry and exit into the final corner. Now as we go to the line, DRS activated, and it's going to be a 1-2 for Alfa Romeo. Red Devil with a 111.8, and Brooksy with a 111.9. Was that, or was it a 111 or 112 dead? Sorry, I'm not too sure. I'll have to get these times back up. Yeah, we see Brooksy only 1/10 off his teammate. We've also got Dean in P3, sitting about 3 tenths back. So we've got both Alfa Romeos starting first and second, and we've got both Red Bulls third and fourth. We've got the McLaren Sims in 5th, Nave in 6th, Noel 7th, Jacko in 8th, Tulloch 9th, KT Jr. in 10th, Oscar 11th, Rushy 12th, Wumax 13th, Henry 14th, Chuckle Brothers 15th, Chartman 16th, and rounding off the grid, disqualification for Jay. So Jay must have unfortunately run wide and invalidated his lap. So then we just wait for the drivers to sort out their race strategy for today's race. Most drivers probably going to want to do the one stop, the soft to hard. Wouldn't be surprised if we did see some drivers like Zach and maybe Brooksy and Dean do the one stop soft to mediums, as we do know Zach likes to stretch his tyres from what we saw in the Spanish Grand Prix last weekend. Unfortunately, Zach did get the puncture on the last couple of laps on his soft stint, but he did manage to take the mediums from about lap 16, I think it was, or lap 17 to lap 33. As you see the lights now, 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Monaco Grand Prix. Red Devil looking like he's getting a good start. Dean also getting a good start on Brooksy, and Dean has completely cut turn 1 and managed to get past Brooksy. Brooksy not looking too happy there. So we'll just ride on board now with Brooksy, see if he can make his way past Dean. We've got some movement in the back, a bit of clipping the wall, Brooksy has smashed the
Bro,
wall, and
I'm
I think
leaving this. You can't just corner cut and fucking gain advantage. I'm gone. See you later.
as Brooksy has left, we've got some drivers trying to go for up the inside of the hairpin. I think that was Oscar, yeah. Oscar looking to make a move on KT Jr. So we'll just go back up to the battle for second. So we see Simsy looking to make his way. Angry with Dean, I think it was, completely corner cutting turn one and then not giving the position back. We'll just look down to both of the AlphaTauris here. Jacko looking to maybe get past his teammate. No drivers in the pits at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if some drivers maybe at the back of the field going to the pits. Yeah, as we see Jay and Henry going to the pits, so that's probably because they had damage. So then we'll just ride on board with Zach. He's looking to make his way past Simsy now. Simsy going a bit deep into the turn 6, I think it is. We just did predict his pit stop strategy, soft to medium or soft to hard. Zach definitely does have the pace to get up into P3. We wouldn't be surprised if we see Zach go for a dive bomb into the Novo chicane. As you see, Simsy back defending to the inside, going to the outside now. Zach to the inside, bit of contact made there between both drivers. Simsy having to cut the Novo chicane there a bit. I think that's given damage to Zach, as we see Nave looking to make his way onto the back of Zach now, as these two drivers in front of him have been battling for the whole of the lap. As we see Noel there losing his connection. You see Zach now getting past Simsy. Simsy looking to keep it up the inside, and Simsy's gone deep. And there's a bit of contact between both drivers, and Zach has lost it back end, and Zach's in the wall. And this is going to allow Nave to maybe make a move on Zach now. Zach's lost wing. So yeah, here goes Nave up the inside to the outside. It's a brilliant move from Nave there. And now here comes Noel. As you see, Noel not making his way past Zach there, but unfortunately for Zach, trying to make his way past Simsy, he's forced himself into an error and he's lost his wing and he's lost a position also. So we'll just stay on board now with these drivers. As you see, both AlphaTauris looking to make his way past, or looking to make their way past Zach, sorry. Bit of a lock up there from Zach, but it can't really be helped with his wing damage at the moment. Zach's managing to keep a gap to himself and Noel. I wouldn't be surprised if he does pit at the end of this lap, same as Nave, because I think Nave has damage as well. As you can see, the gap is just increasing between Nave and Simsy. As you see, yeah, both these drivers going into the pits because of wing damage. So that's unfortunate there for Zach, as he was looking very quick at the start of this race, looking to make his way up into P3. Alright, we'll just have a look what tyres everyone's on. So we see Nave and Zach both looking to go onto the hard now until the end of the race. The top 7 are all on softs. Oscar down to Chartman is on mediums. And you've got Jay and Henry on softs and mediums. And unfortunately, Brooksy is retired from the race. Bit of information from Brooksy's side into turn 1. Brooksy didn't get the best start, he said, but so you still had the his car was still in front of Dean, but Dean completely just cut turn 1, and I think maybe Brooksy tried to make his way back past on the straight, and they collided, and Brooksy hit the wall and lost his tyre, I think, so Brooksy had to retire. And we'll just ride on board now with Zach, as he's looking to make his way back past Nave. We know Zach has the pace from winning the Spanish Grand Prix last week. Zach will be a very patient driver. He knows who to battle, when to make his moves, when not to make his moves, as he doesn't want to risk anything on his side. You see closing up there, Zach, quite a lot through braking. You see Nave there disconnecting a bit. You see the X on his name, just means now it's a bit laggy. So Zach gonna look for the slow in, fast out strategy through Raskas, and that strategy works. He uses all his overtake, and he makes his way past Nave to get back up into P13. And a bit of contact there between both drivers, and there's been a crash. There's been a big collision, and now Jay has completely smashed into Zach, and these drivers just keep crashing into each other. And there's Henry been collected. Pardon my coughing. Yeah, Henry's been collected by these three as well. So that's a 2-driver collision turns into 4 drivers being collected, unfortunately. See Jay just losing more damage. So that's unfortunate for Zach. I think I jinxed him then. Commentator's curse. As we see Dean clip the wall going into the pit lane. These drivers looking to pit very early. I don't know whether there's a safety car or not. I'll have to turn on my settings. Yeah, there must be a safety car. As we see the safety car just stopping it on the straight. We just add the telemetry and we'll see how much penalties. So Nave's got 15 seconds penalties. Nothing Nave could do there really. See Jay and Zach and Henry all retiring from the race, but yeah, nothing Nave could do really. Nave just went deep into turn, or not Nave, Zach just went deep into turn 1, unfortunately, hitting the wall and then losing the back end, which unfortunately caused him to collect Nave on the exit, and both drivers just catapulted into the wall. At the start, both drivers did the right to let other drivers pass, but then as Jay was coming past, he completely collected Nave, and Nave did get 10 seconds worth of penalties from that. We see Nave there into the pits. It's a bit of collision there under the safety car between Red Devil and Chartman. So a couple more laps under the safety car. Not really much to talk about at the moment. It's just seeing drivers on penalties. We'll see what positions drivers made up. So we've got Simsy, he's made 4 positions. He's in the lead now. We've got Noel, who's made up 5 positions. He's in second. The other AlphaTauri of Jacko in third. Both Haas's of Tulloch and KT Jr. in 4th and 5th. Rushy in 6th. Chuckle Brothers, the only Mercedes on the grid today, in 7th. Wumax in 8th. Red Devil in 9th, and Dean in the final points scoring position of 10th. Chartman, who's made his way up to 11th, so it's been a good race so far for Chartman. Oscar only losing the 1 position in 12th, and Nave unfortunately in 13th. Okay, hopefully guys we will have a co-commentator today, Brooksy. I think Brooksy's calmed down a bit now.
Okay, hopefully guys...
Sorry for the echo there. Yeah, as I was saying, I think Brooksy is going to be joining us in commentary. As you see, I think the safety car might be in this lap. I'm not too sure, but we will ride on board with Simsy just in case. Yeah, safety car in this lap. So the safety car is in. And it's green flags, and away we go. So it's riding on board now with Simsy. Nothing really going on. Just riding on board with Wumax. He's looking to make a move on Chuckle Brothers. Nothing can be done there. There's Chuckle Brothers has hit the wall. Lost a bit of wing there. And Brooks, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Oh, a bit of contact between the Mercedes and the Williams. Okay. Oh, a bit of contact between the Mercedes and the Williams. Brooksy, could you just talk again?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay,
So they should be able to hear me on the channel anyway.
is it Womack's gonna go? No. Oh, and that's caused Red Devil to hit the back of Womack's and get a penalty. And I think Red Devil may have got a bit of wing damage, I'm not too sure. I know Chuckle Brothers does have wing damage, so he's going to have to pit at the end of this lap. So having most drivers having to pit already in this race for wing damage, not what you want to see really, but we do know it's at Monaco, so the drivers are going to struggle. Brooks, are you back in the lobby?
Yeah, I'm watching the race live now.
Okay, what do you think of the race so far? You see Red Devil cutting the corner massively there to get past Chuckle Brothers. Can we just explain what happened from the start and from your point of view?
Well, I had a decent start, but obviously Dean got a better start. So I've stuck behind Red Devil, and then I've gone later to go around the outside, and obviously Dean's come in and cut the corner. I've gone to try and overtake him, and I've lost my wing, and I thought I can't be bothered.
Ah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. As long as you maybe just report it after the race, then should get sorted out.
Footage. Look at that. Look
No,
at that.
I have footage, so I can send it to you if you would want. So we've got Noel, really pushing at the moment, looking to make his way past Simsy. So both AlphaTauris having a good race at the moment in P2 and P3, same as both the Haas's in P4 and P5. At the moment we have Henry, Jay, Zach and Brooksy all DNF'd from this race. Henry, Jay and Zach unfortunately having that massive crash in turn 1. Nothing those three drivers could do really. But Brooksy unfortunately retiring due to connection issues. Was it Brooksy or was it just couldn't be asked issues?
Couldn't be asked issues.
Okay, so we've got Chuckle Brothers and Womack finally coming into the pits now to fix that wing. We've still got this battle for the lead going on between the top 7. So at the moment, Brooksy, who do you think's in contention to win this Grand Prix?
Could be Simsy, maybe. He's going strong.
I'm gonna stand with you and say, yeah, I think it might be Simsy as well. We're just right on board with Simsy now. Simsy doesn't have that much overtake, as we see Noel looking to maybe fake a dummy, and Simsy has completely crashed, and that has caused a massive pile up. And all the drivers behind Simsy aren't racing, so all the drivers behind Simsy are AI.
What's going on? Why is there so many AI cars?
I don't think there's that many people in the race today, but yeah, still good to commentate over it. So yeah, we've had Simsy with that massive collision there with the wall and collecting, I think that was 4 drivers maybe. Unfortunate for himself and Noel, as we were just saying how much they are in contention for the win. So I think it's a bit of commentator's curse there, Brooksy.
I just think he misjudged his turning point going into that quick left-right-hander then.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. We've got Red Devil now back up into P3, so your teammate, hopefully going to score some good points for the team today.
If he stops calling, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just have a look how many penalties Red Devil's got. He's got 3 seconds so far. We've also got Dean on 5 seconds, Chartman on 5 seconds, and Nave on 10 seconds, but Nave could not really do anything about his penalties, as they weren't really his fault. As you see Rushy there taking track limits a bit too far, but not getting penalised for it. So if you don't get penalised, then I suppose you're not taking it, you're not cutting too much. As you see, we're just right on board now with Red Devil. See if he can make a move on to look coming through Rascas now. Um, yeah, as you see, I thought on my screen then Red Devil got a puncture on his front left, but it must just be a game glitch. As DRS has been activated, Red Devil using all his overtake, looking to make a move.
Oh,
He's
look at that,
completely
man. Come
cut that
on.
corner, and he's made his way past Tulloch into P2. Bit unfair driving there from Red Devil. We hear Brooksy complaining about his teammate there. It's not really what you want to see in league racing. You want to see fair, clean racing. Even if the driver in front of you isn't racing, you still want to get past him cleanly. Because now Red Devil's going to have another warning added onto his race director, and if he does get another warning, he will possibly get another time penalty, and that time penalty could hamper him for the end of the race. You never know. We'll just ride on board now with Rushy. He's looking to maybe get past Tulloch. Rushy could dive down the inside here. He's not going to want to make a move.
Mediums?
So we just see Dean is now catching back up to these drivers. So as you see there, 3-second time penalty for Oscar. Unfortunate, as he was looking good. As we see, there's a bit of a yellow flag going on at the back. So I think Oscar and KT Jr. have had a bit of collisions. Oscar does look like he's got wind damage. He's very slow through the fast corners. Let's see if KT Jr. can make his way or make her way. Don't know, but and bit of contact, and Oscar's gone into the pit lane. We've also got both Hasses of Tulloch and Jacko Jackson in the pit lane, and it's going to be close now between KT Jr. and Jacko Jackson. Let's see who gets out in front. Both drivers are going to be side by side going up the straight. Now this is going to be interesting to see if they're going to keep it clean. Yeah, both drivers leaving enough room. Good driving there from both drivers, KT Jr. and Jacko Jackson, side by side through the most of the straight. Jacko squeezing KT just enough so he can't get the move done. Good fair driving between the both of them. As you see now, Nave and Chuckle Brothers coming out the pit line just in front of Oscar. It's Dean we see getting a time penalty. As you see James there laughing, I don't know what he's laughing about.
He's just... Oh man. You'd think they would stop undercutting so they won't get the penalties.
Yeah, you're right there. The drivers are driving how they want to drive though, so we just leave them be.
No, I know. I'm not annoyed at them. I'm not moaning. It's just like.
And I just rode on board just in time there with Red Devil and Rushy, as both drivers did corner cut turn 1 again. You see Rushy now is really in contention for this race win, only 2 tenths behind Red Devil, and Rushy has no time penalties. As Rushy is looking to go at the inside of Red Devil through a corner that you can't really overtake in. I know I've overtaken a couple of drivers through there in my league races, but I think I'm allowed. Yeah, as Rushy's now gonna want to look to use all his overtake. Oh no, he's not. Red Devil's got 2% overtake 2%. Left. This battle between first and second is, as they both cut corners. Yeah, as I was saying, this battle between both drivers is really playing into Dean's hands at the moment, as Dean's gapped third, or Dean's gapped fourth, sorry, by about 5 seconds, and he's also gaining on Rushy by about 5 tenths a lap.
And we'll just perfect for Rushy.
Yeah, we'll just see what lap all the drivers pitted. So Rushy hasn't pit yet, as Red Devil has pit. So Rushy maybe not gonna be in contention for this race, as Rushy cuts the corner again. We've got Jacko Jackson, who's on 1 lap old, fresh, medium tyres. So Jacko Jackson is really in contention, and Rushy, no! Oh, Rushy! A bit of wing damage there for Rushy as he clips the inside wall. And Rushy was going on so well as well. Oh, that is a shame for Rushy, making his way up 10 positions in this Grand Prix as well. So then if you just look for some of the battles on track, we've got Tulloch is around 5 to 7 or 8 tenths behind Simsey. Any battles you can see, Brooksy, at the moment?
Or I can, oh, maybe Oscar and Chuckle Brothers maybe.
Oh yeah, if you want to ride on board with them and just give us any information about battles so I can quickly hop on board. I'm just going to ride on board with Rushy now as he's going into the pits. Wouldn't be surprised if Rushy puts on a set of hard tyres as he's already on the mediums and softs won't last until lap 39. As see Rushy there just fixing his wing. So Rushy's probably going to come out about P6 maybe. Jacko Jackson is definitely going to get Rushy, but it's going to be close between himself and Simsy. As I say that, it's not really going to be close at all. So yeah, Rushy coming out in P7 on the fresh hards. Hopefully Rushy can make his way up the field now. As you see, Noel right behind Rushy now. So Rushy has made the overcut work on Noel actually, because Rushy was about P9 and Noel was about P3 when both these drivers pit. I know Noel was in that big collision at the start, but there's nothing he could do there. As we see Nave going into the pits now. So Brooks, if you want to ride on board with Red Devil and give us a lap, I'll let you commentate.
What am I supposed to commentate over? The
Just
fact he's
commentate,
smashing it.
Yeah, just commentate over his lap. He's your teammate. Just commentate over his lap, yeah.
Gonna see what he does into turn 1. Is he gonna cut it or is he gonna take it properly? Cuts it, unfortunately.
See Chartman now into the pits. See Rushy's gonna come out ahead of Chartman again, so Rushy back up into P6.
Oh, come on.
So we're just riding board now with Rushy for this lap. Coming up to turn 3 now. The left-hander, keeping it as close to the wall on the right as you can for the best entry into turn 4. Now coming up to turn 5 and then turn 6. I hope I'm getting these corner numbers right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Yeah, now coming up into the hairpin. The slowest corner on the Formula 1 calendar. You're going to take this corner about 25 to 30 kph. It's now coming through the tunnel. Light braking, want to brake about the 75 metre board. You see good braking there from Russia and a brilliant exit from the Nerval chicane as well. Now coming up to the final sector of the track, sector 3. Probably the most technical part of the track, as you see. Coming to the right left chicane now. Now to the final part of the track, Raskas. I want to keep as close to the left hand side of the wall as you can for the best entry into the final part of Raskas. Now coming up to the line, and it's going to be a, what lap time was that from Russia? I'm not too sure.
1:15.1.
A 1:15.1. So it's a decent lap time from Russia. He's looking to make his way back up into the top 5. The gap was 4.4 at the start of last lap. It's now 3.7. So Russia's probably gaining around 1 second a lap on Tulloch. As we see him clip the wall a bit. As we're going to ride back on board with Tulloch now, is going to try and make his way back past Simsy. Now Simsy was mine and Brooks' driver in contention for the race win today, but unfortunately, as we did say that, he did unfortunately clip the wall coming up to Raskas and had to pit for wing damage. But I'm sure Rushy can still make his way, or not Rushy, Simsy can still make his way back up through the field. Oh, and Simsy going a bit deep into the first part of Raskas, allowing Tulloch to maybe have a look up his inside, but Tulloch not wanting to risk anything there. You can see now Rushy's really gained on these drivers. It's about 1.5 seconds that last lap. So we'll just carry on board with these drivers. I don't think Tulloch's going to make his way past Simsy at this part of the race. Simsy's defending really well. I think we'll just check the tyres as well. I think Simsy's on, or no, Tulloch's on fresher tyres. So towards the end of the race, Tulloch is going to be a bit quicker, but then you've got Rushy on the 3 lap hard. Absolutely fly past these drivers. See the gap now coming down. 1.5 seconds now for the Nova chicane. 1.4, yeah, Rushy's really going to push these drivers to their limit, and hopefully we see a bit of battling going on. See Simsy going a bit wide there. It's allowed Tulloch to get a good run, and a bit of contact there. No damage to either driver. And that's allowed Rushy to get right on the back of Tulloch now. So coming in to turn 1, is Rushy going to make a move? No, he's just going to bide his time, be patient, get the better exit, and try and maybe save his battery. We'll just ride on board now with Tulloch, or Rushy, sorry. See, Tulloch's not racing, so his AI will be racing for him. See there, yeah, Rushy's not wanting to make any risks. Really backing off through the chicane, keeping his distance. He knows he'll be able to overtake these drivers at the end of the race. We've got a bit of battling going on between.
They've been fighting for ages. I think the closest they've got is about 3 tenths.
Okay, thank you for that, Brooksy. As we see Rushy almost going into the wall there. Bit of a close call between the wall and Rushy there. As you see now, Simsy's really starting to struggle on those 10 lap old medium tyres. DRS now activated for Rushy. Rushy only having around 5% battery compared to Tulloch's 50%. So Tulloch really saving his battery here, but Rushy getting a better exit through turn 1. Better tyres as well for Rushy. Looking to go around the outside to the inside. Oh, that's excellent driving there by Rushy. And he clips the wall. No! Rushy clips the wall. Oh, that is unfortunate for Rushy. I'd say it's a bit of commentator's curse again from me and James as we were riding on board with him, but we've seen some fantastic driving going on today, but it's just the final product from all the drivers today has not been the greatest. So as we just coming on to lap 22 of the Monegasque Grand Prix, we'll just run through the driver positions at the moment. We've got Red Devil still maintaining his lead at the top spot of the podium at the moment in P1. Good for AlphaTauri, as Brooksy's unfortunately retired. We've got Dean in P2, and Jacko Jackson in the final podium position in P3. We've got Simsy, who's looking to maybe get back into the podium in P4. Tulloch in P5 and Rushy in P6. Rushy is the driver in contention there, and I think Rushy's lost a bit of wing there, so Rushy may have to pit again at the end of this lap. And we've got Noel, the other AlphaTauri driver, in P7, as we see a bit of debris on the track there. I think that's the front right end plate of Rushy's nose. We've got Oscar in P8, Chuckle Brothers in P9, Wimax in P10, KT Jr. and Chartman and also Nave in out the points, sorry, in P11, 12 and 13. So you see Chartman going back into the pits there. So we'll just go back on board with Tulloch now, as Tulloch's been really close to Rushy through the tunnel every single lap, and you expect a dive bomb there, but then you remember that Tulloch's not a human driver, it's an AI driver, so you then remember that an AI driver is never going to go for a dive bomb into the Nervo chicane. As now Rushy's right on the back of Tulloch again now, not using any of his overtake, wanting to save it, but maybe looking to go up the inside of Tulloch here. We'll just see if he can get the better exit. You see he can. Rushy now, we'll see if he'll go back around the outside of the Haas driver. Will he? No. He maybe could have, but he obviously wanted to bide his time. And now He's going to go round the outside, coming up to the hairpin. Now this is going to be interesting. Is he going to give up the position, or are they going to go side by side? They're going to go side by side. A bit of collision there between the Renault and the McLaren. Nothing that won't buff out, and it's Rushy who's managed to get past Tulloch finally. So good move there from Rushy Brooksy.
Perfect move. He sent it.
Yeah, we see he did send it. Yeah, we just waited for the right part of the track to send it. Really.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jack is on the charge. The car's on like this. He's getting P2.
Yeah, Jacko Jackson in the sister Red Bull on the chart, as you say. Yeah. The gap is rapidly decreasing between himself and Dean. You see, Jacko's also got 97% battery compared to Dean's 60. So
Jesus.
Both drivers having quite a lot of battery, but Jacko definitely having the fair share of it. As we see now, Rushy and Simsy, I must have missed out on this because both drivers are going side by side, a bit of contact, and I wonder if these drivers are going to collide. No, and Simsy's gone wide, and that's allowed Tulloch now to get back past, and Tulloch's back into P5, a bit of contact there, and Rushy, or Simsy, was in the wall for a second there. As we've been talking about that, look at the gap now between Jacko and Dean, only 6 seconds. So yeah, you're right, Brooksy. The gap is really decreasing, and Jacko's on the charge, as you say. As we see now, that's a lap car of Nave on the back of Simsy. As we see Nave, the lap car, looking up the inside of Simsy, and Nave has unfortunately spun out there. That's unfortunate for Nave. Nave, obviously, still, 30 seconds behind everyone.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time, as Brooksy says. Nave, just looking to make the race interesting for us commentators. Don't know if he knew we were on board with Simsy or not, but he definitely did make it more interesting for us as a lap car going up the inside. Had a bit of flashbacks there from 2018 when Ocon went up the inside of Verstappen at Rio de Janeiro and spun out the leader. See Simsy now in the pits. What was you going to say, Brooksy?
I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah. As you see now, look at the gap between Dean and Jacko. 5.4. So it's going down by about a second a lap. So if Jacko carries on at this rate, it'll be about lap 31 or lap 32 that the overtake will hopefully be made, and it's probably going to be about a 30% difficulty overtaking, as Jacko's on a lot fresher medium tyres. He's on the softer compound as well, so it's going to be about a 30% difficult overtake. See, the field's pretty much spread out now. We've got Chucker Brothers 5 tenths behind Oscar. Chucker Brothers using overtake through the Nervo chicane, so I think his button might be stuck. Not too sure, but you wouldn't really want to be using overtake through these corners as Oscar is in the wall. But yeah, Chucker Brothers using overtake everywhere on his laps. So does Chucker Brothers know that he doesn't have to use overtake, or what? Or is he just forgot it's on or something? Because
it's constantly on.
Yeah. Is this a bit of a glitch here? Is Chucker Brothers? Yeah, Chucker Brothers is racing. You see Nave there now. Hopefully, Nave does us a good collide with one of these drivers. I'm not saying I want to see a collision, but it will the car, bring the pack closer together. I see some more battles going on as Chucker Brothers still 5 tenths behind. We see Jacko now only 4.5 seconds behind. So yeah, the gap is definitely still decreasing. Sorry, my bad. Hopefully, Jacko can get a move on. As he's using his overtake now. We'll just ride on board with Dean as well. Carry on, Buxy.
If he bashes out like qualifying laps, he can get first place. He's only 17.3 seconds away.
Yeah, that's true. How much penalties does well, yeah, as we see, Jacko doesn't really need to make the overtake on Dean, as Dean has 8 seconds worth of penalties. The same as Chucker Brothers doesn't really need to make the overtake on Oscar, as Oscar's 3 seconds. But you know what drivers are like; they really want to be ahead on track. because then you can't have people saying, oh, you only won because of penalties, blah blah blah. But yeah, you see, Jacko's really decreasing the gap between himself and Dean now. What he was going down by around a second a lap about 5 laps ago. It's now started to slowly slow down a bit. It's only about 5 tenths a lap now, so wouldn't really expect Jacko to maybe overtake Dean on track. You see Brooksy laughing again. What are you laughing about, Brooksy?
No, that was my bed, sorry. Wait a minute. Rushy is coming along. Rushy's only 9 seconds away from Dean. Yeah,
we all forgot about Rushy. We'll just have a look at the gap to the leader. So we've got Jacko Jackson. He needs to make up 10 seconds on Red Devil to win the Grand Prix. We've also got Rushy, who's... Well, we've all seen Rushy's pace at the moment. Rushy absolutely flying. My driver of the day so far. I'd have to... Actually, no, I changed my mind. Brooksy, you are my driver of the day. Completing 2 corners in the Grand Prix and then retiring. Absolute masterclass from yourself.
I was too quick for them. I've already finished the race.
I'm
trying for these to finish, I'm joking.
As you see, Red Devil, your teammate, fastest lap. 1:15.0. But yeah, as we were saying...
He's a good driver, but it's the corner cutting.
Yeah, that's true, as we were saying. For some reason the interval's not working. Rushy, yeah, on those...
There you go, he's maybe 7 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, so Dean must have had a bit of a collision with the wall or something, because Dean's looking very slow, and yeah, Dean's got wing damage. So Dean's got no right end plate.
Oh,
so
as he threw it away?
Dean may have thrown...
Is he biting him back in the bum?
Yeah, this could be karma. You see, Dean is going to go into the pit.
Joking.
No, Dean's not going into the pit. So Dean's gonna want to try and finish these final 11 laps of this Grand Prix on these hard tyres and with a damaged car. So I'd say fair play to Dean, but 23 lap old hards here with 10 laps to go. He's going to have to pit again. I think most drivers are going to have to pit again, except for Rushy. So Rushy, really in contention for this Grand Prix. As well, me and Brooksy now will mute ourselves as we go on board with Jacko Jackson. Brooksy, if you want to go on board with Jacko Jackson and mute yourself, as we'll just let the engine play out. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, so as we see in that lap there from Jacko, sorry, he's around a second behind. It's a bit of a mess. Jay Clement's messaging me there saying everyone's cheating. The FIA are going to have to get their book out for a bit of penalty situations. Yeah,
who said
Jay,
that?
you're correct. Jay Clemens. Yeah, Jay, you're correct there. Most drivers really cutting. As we see, another corner cut there from Dean.
That's what I mean.
And James, we've been hyping up Jacko Jackson this entire Grand Prix, and he's not even racing. It's his AI.
Are you having a jiffy?
No, honestly.
He was racing.
Well, he's not now, unless it's just a bit of lag on our side, but he's not racing. And he could get the win. So if Jacko... and a big collision with the wall between Dean and the wall.
I thought he was racing. Dean's
has to pit. No.
Oh, he's going to hamper his race even more.
James, if you want to go on board with Chuckle Brothers quickly, he's right on the back of Noel.
He's still using the Everton button.
You see now,
No, he's not even racing.
Jacko Jackson. Is he going to go for the move? He's going to go for the move. He's going to go off the inside to the outside. A bit of collision.
Oh, come on. You gotta leave the room. He's dug down the inside.
Ah,
He's fallen.
bit dirty driving there from Dean. Not leaving the room. Fair play to him though, with the wing damage.
But Rushy back into it though.
Yeah, Rushy right behind, and the game's giving me a bit of a weird camera angle here. I'm inside the exhaust of Jacko. It does fix itself now, but that was a bit of a weird one. You see, Nave 14.4, an excellent time by Nave. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to count as a fastest lap because he's not in the top 10. And we see Dean. We can just see how much that wing damage is hampering him. He's really slow for the fast technical corners. Another corner cut there from Dean, so Michael Massey's not going to be very happy with Dean at the moment. As we finally see Dean into the pit, so
should have pitted ages ago.
this is gonna finally release Jacko Jackson and Rushy. So I'll just ride on board with now with Rushy. Rushy, he's really closing up. Bit of a corner cut there, but no penalty, so obviously not a big enough corner cut to warrant a penalty. See Rushy, go around the outside. Please go around the outside. No, he's just biding his time, doing what maybe he did last time when he waited for the better exit. Go on, go up the inside, dive him. Oh, come on, Rushy, dive him. I want to see a dive bomb there, Rushy. So Dean
sensible and waiting.
coming out of the pits now in P7.
7.
So he's gone on to fresh
He's
soft.
literally on his app.
What was that, Brooksy? Sorry.
I said right, just ahead of Simsy, and then Simsy smashed the wall.
Oh, did that give Simsy damage?
Yeah.
Ah, that's unfortunate for Simsy.
Left end play.
So the commentator's curse has really hit Simsy today, the driver. Me and Brooksy were most looking forward to seeing standing on top of that podium, and now he's standing.
I just think he forgot to turn his car.
Yeah, you say that. Yeah, it's a big train coming up to the hairpin now between a couple of drivers. I'm not too sure if they're all lap drivers or not, but yeah, there is a big train. So yeah, there's a couple of lap cars. You've got Wumax and Oscar. See, I think they're going side by side here. Oh! No! Oscar, no,
So
not there.
unfortunate.
I've just managed to cut that.
Verstappen.
Oscar not there. Bit of an unfortunate overtaking situation there. Voice crack from me then.
Wow.
Yeah, as you're saying, Brooksy, yeah, Max has happened, but Oscar's caused a 3-car pile-up. So yeah, Nave's gone into the pit for what? Is that the 6th time?
Just.
You see Rushy really dropping back now on Jacko Jackson, so I'm not sure if Rushy maybe's got a bit of damage. Yeah, Rushy's got... No, he hasn't. Rushy's fine. My bad. I was just thought it was understeery there, but I did forget drivers are running preset setups. So haven't really spoke about your teammate James Red Devil much. He's smashing it really out in the lead. Got no one ahead of him, no one behind him. Just a couple laps cars really, but it's been a fantastic race from him so far. As we see, KT Junior was that, or no, Chartman in the pits. We've also got Dean coming up to start his lap 35 now. But yeah, I didn't realise we were on lap 35. This Grand Prix is going really quick. See Dean setting the fastest lap there. I'm surprised it didn't get cancelled because of corner cuts. No, fair play to Dean. Unfortunately, getting that damage. I'd love to see what percent tyres Red Devil's hards on, because what are they, like 30 laps old?
Yeah, laps.
30 laps old hards. Now, if Red Devil did pit, he'd be able to go on fresh softs. He'd come out in first, and he'd be able to push and push and push, but he'd have to make up what, 8 seconds is that?
Yeah.
So it's not really something that Red Devil wants to risk, but 29 laps on these hards at the moment. Still another 5 laps to go, so it's going to be about 34 lap old hard tyres. I'm not sure if they can last that long. I know they can last 30 laps, or about 27, 30 laps. I know that for sure. So they're definitely going to be in the 70% window now. But you just want to be careful, as we see Dean right on the back of Noel now. James, or Brooksy, sorry. Do you want to ride on board with Dean, or just see if he manages to overtake him cleanly?
Oh.
Bit of a corner cut into turn 1. He's now right in the back of Noel. 6% overtake for Dean, whereas Noel has 50%. So in the straights, Noel's going to be a lot quicker, but for the corners, Dean's going to be much quicker as well. And Dean looking to fake a dummy. Yeah, as you say. He's no contact. Oh, there is contact. He's put him in the wall. Noel's in the wall.
Come on,
now
man.
Noel's AI's just stopped. No, Noel's AI is not moving.
It's using overtake.
Noel's AI was stopped on the track and using overtake. So a bit weird stuff there from Noel's AI.
On.
It's a bit unsportsmanlike driving there from Dean.
Yeah.
Pardon me, just burped. So yeah, as we were saying, Red Devil on those 30 lap old hards. Now, if Red Devil did get a puncture on the last lap, would Jacko be close enough to get the win?
Nah.
Nave, 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Did he go straight on?
I saw him. Yeah, he just went straight on. He didn't care. He just went straight on.
Nave, yeah, retiring. And now, has he retired on track?
Yeah. It won't be a safety car. There's only 3 laps.
Yeah, it could. No, it could. But 1 lap safety car could trigger one. It's not gonna. Oh yeah, you can say it could have triggered one, but it hasn't. As our driver of the day, James Rushy,
he needs to go for a move. Come on, son.
Yeah, he does need to try and make a move now. I think he's been saving his overtake. You see, Nave's AI coming out the pit lane. So Rushy right on the back of Jacko now. Maybe gonna go around the outside, is he? No, he's just gonna bide his time again, like he did on the move on I can't remember. But yeah, he's just gonna bide his time, wait for an opening.
Oh dear.
What's happened, Buxy? I'll just ride on board with Chuckle Brothers now. Oh
yeah,
no!
Look at the AI car. He's messed it all up.
Oh no! Oh! And now his AI's almost collected Dean then. Oh, he's finally gotten off the track. But yeah, we've completely missed the battle between Rushy and Jacko.
And Oscar's just overtook Womack P8.
So yeah, Womack's on quite old tyres as well. So we've got Dean looking to make a move on Chuckle Brothers. Round the outside, bit of contact, Dean pushing Chuckle Brothers, both drivers really, and
Rushy's got him.
Yes, Rushy, good move. Now Rushy can, I was going to say Rushy can push on, maybe get into 8 seconds window of Red Devil, but I forgot there's only 2 laps of the Grand Prix remaining, so that's not really going to happen, as Dean's made his way past Chuckle Brothers now. We've had Red Devil finally make his way past Noel.
Come on, Dean.
So yeah, Buxy say, come on Dean, cutting corners again. But yeah, I'm surprised Red Devil's not got a puncture yet. I want to speak to him after.
Damage.
Has he got wing damage? Yeah, he's got wing damage, his front left end plate. So this is gonna be really close now, coming on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. We'll ride on board with Red Devil. We'll stay on board with him. So
No! Oh Oh, no, stop! Stop
But-
cutting the corner!
yeah, Brooksy, yeah, getting quite frustrated with the corner cutting going on. But yeah, we're right on board with Red Devil. Just managed his tyres very well, obviously, today. Doing 33 laps on his hard. He's not really had a threat. As you see, the lapped
Oh,
car.
what the AI did
So yeah, the lapped car. Now, it wouldn't it have been funny if the lapped car had put Red Devil in the wall? Now, I would have liked to see that. I wouldn't have loved to see it because obviously, like, it wouldn't be fair on the driver because it's an hour driver. But I would have liked it because it would have put P2 Rushy right on the back of Red Devil. It's a massive corner cut there from Red Devil. Do you see? Yeah, he's been in the lead every single lap of this Grand Prix from about lap 10 onwards. Not had any threat whatsoever from the drivers behind. Coming up to the final corners now. Our race winner and the pole sitter as well. Red Devil crosses the line in P1. So yeah, good driving from himself. We see Rushy 20 seconds behind. Now Rushy, I'd say, is going to be my driver of the day today. Made his way up 10 positions. Look at that. Started in P12, made his way up 10 positions. Running out of fuel on the line as well. Coming across in P2. Sorry, I think I have COVID. As Jacko Jackson comes across the line in P3. Tulloch now.
Dean is so close. Has he got him on the...
Oh!
Oh! Finish.
No, Dean did have penalties, so...
P6 he could go to. Oh.
No,
P5
Dean
is still
could only
P5
drop to
by
P...
a second.
Yeah, Dean, P5 by a second. You see Simsy, who was looking like he was going to win the Grand Prix today, and then the commentator's curse struck him, comes across the line in P7. Oscar coming across the line in P8, but I'm not sure if he'll keep it as Wumax doesn't get to cross the line.
P8.
So the game finished before Wumax could even cross the line. Bit of a glitch there from Codemasters, but yeah. So as we see, Red Devil skipping and hopping onto the podium, pointing his finger as he knows he's not having the best of starts. Unfortunately, dropping down under the safety car, but obviously using them fresh hard tyres at the start, then that stint to his advantage, making his way back up into first position, and yeah, just managing the gap between himself and the drivers behind fantastically, and finishing in P1. So a good result for the Alfa Romeo team, James.
Perfect result.
So we're just going to run through the final race results and then finish the stream. So Red Devil crossing the line, finishing in P1. Rushy in P2. Fantastic race from Rushy, my driver of the day today. Jacko Jackson in P3. Tulloch P4. Dean P5 with the fastest lap. Chuck Brothers P6. Simsy P7. Unfortunately for him, commentators cursed his strike him. P8 was Oscar. P9 Wumax. P10 KT Jr. P11 Noel. P12 Chartman. P13 is Nave. P14 is Henry. P15 is Jay. P16 is Zach. And in last position is Brooksy. So I hope you enjoyed the Grand Prix today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment anything you'd like, any constructive feedback. I would love that. Any criticism as well. It'd be good for myself to say what I need to improve and sort of stuff like that. But yeah, thank you to you, Brooksy, as well, for helping me with the commentating today. Brooksy must have gone, but yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week for Canada. Peace.